I am reminded every 2 weeks when I receive my check that I must put aside this money and not to gamble and place a bet. I have been taken to court on multiple occasions to be reminded of my responsibilities and my full participation, as if I haven't cared for my child, as if I am one of those carefree men out here running wild, trying to make me feel like I am not living up to my obligations. This feels like one of those pastors asking for more money from the congregation. You are quick to drag me into court because you claim you need them to raise the child support, but you are slow to make an effort for me to see my daughter, and the way she looks at me shows me you have turned her against her father. You act as if I haven't always provided for all of you inside that home. Not only do I look out for my child, I even provided for one that is not my own. All I have to look forward to is a few unsupervised weekends for me to talk to my daughter, dispel the lies, and mend the fence that you tried to put up between me and her. Here I am, trying to defend myself before my own daughter. I am used to the lies you told about me, I can handle that. But you, benefiting from my blood, sweat, and tears feels like a trap. You make it your job to feed her with the lies about how much I have failed. Then I watch you on social media, bragging about your hairstyle and your long nails. A lot of time has passed and she is about to become a teen. And here you are once again building up a brand new scheme to see how much money you can squeeze out of me, how much more you can drain, afraid that pretty soon you will no longer have access to this gravy train. You might have to get a part-time job to see what getting off your ass is like. That still won't compare to me working 2 full-time jobs and 22 years of working overnight. Taking care of my daughter is my #1 priority. Next, she will be off to college and joining one of those sororities. It seemed she had grown out of my sight. That's why I fight so hard to make sure you don't shut me out of her life. What little time I have with her, I make sure to speak wisdom in her ear, to be on the lookout for slick boys with no job and with nothing to share. I know she is watching me and she sees how I operate. She sees how hard I pray, and if it wasn't for my mom, I would have lost my faith. She sees the struggles that us, black men, face. She sees all the roadblocks in our way and the path that is filled with hate. I tell her to work for what she wants and do not wait for a handout or a grant. Whatever she does, for goodness sake, do not get pregnant. Not at this stage in her life when there are so many opportunities, because if she plays her cards right, she could change a whole community. As she well knows, change was what we were promised, but never received. But yet, we are still forced to say thank you and reminded to say please, as if we are not capable of achieving our own goals, and we must stay in our lane and do what we are told. She would nod her head, indicating she agrees with me, that I am working this hard for her to go to college and get her degree, and no matter what happens between me and her mother, my love for her will last forever. For years, guys have been fighting against having that much money taken out of their checks. Well, other than you, when it comes to my daughter, I have no regrets. I certainly understand those guys that have been in my shoes, who have fought the court system for years just to lose. They have lost a lot of years off their lives worrying about making ends meet, thinking about a side hustle or making extra money in the streets, worrying about their baby mama dragging them into court, and a judge forcing them to pay even more child support. This has always been a thorn in my side, where the black man is always placed in this bad light, as if no other race have it this hard, trying to make us out to be some financial coward, with women jumping on the bandwagon saying we are all the same. But they are never looked on as a bully when they threaten to change our children's name. This is why my daughter is first, not second, third, or fourth, knowing that they can never accuse me of not paying my child support.